Okay, so it's Sunday evening. You made it through another weekend, but you can feel it, can't you? That invisible wall you just hit? The freedom is kind of just fading away, and that all too familiar feeling is creeping back in. In this explainer, we're going to get right into that feeling, that anticipatory dread.
And yeah, this really says it all, doesn't it? The sun's going down, the laundry's probably not done, and the sheer weight of the coming week starts to land right on your shoulders. This is it. This is the exact moment your weekend officially clocks out, and the countdown to Monday morning begins. We are talking, of course, about the Sunday Scaries. It's that sinking feeling you get when you realize your time isn't yours anymore. Nope, it belongs to a corporation again, one that probably thinks a team-building pizza party is a perfectly acceptable substitute for a raise. So, in honor of this shared misery, we are officially inaugurating the first ever Sunday Scaries Hall of Fame. We're ranking the top 5 feelings that scream, the weekend is over.
All right, let's kick things off with our first 2 inductees into the Hall of Fame. Think of these as the early warnings, the first little tremors that tell you your weekend bliss is officially on borrowed time. Coming in at number 5, we have the ghost of Friday past. You know this one. It usually shows up around 6 p.m. You're just chilling, maybe watching a game, and then, boom, it hits you.
It's a total jump scare, right? That one email you forgot to send, that spreadsheet you swore you'd finish, you told yourself, I'll just get to it first thing Monday. But now, that little thing is just looming over your entire evening. It's a ticking time bomb that you yourself left on your own desk for poor, unsuspecting Monday you to find.
And that's the tragedy of it all, isn't it? Friday you was full of hope, a real dreamer, convinced that Monday would be totally fine. But Monday you has to face the music and try to explain why a critical report looks like it was put together by a distracted toddler. And claiming the number 4 spot is a special kind of domestic failure. We're calling it the lunch prep panic. This is that precise moment you wander over to the fridge, open the door, and realize it's a barren wasteland. So what are your choices for tomorrow? Well, you've got 2 bleak options. Option A is basically admitting financial defeat. Option B is just sad. This isn't just about forgetting to buy groceries. No. This is a special kind of failure that guarantees your Monday will include the office scavenger hunt, where you desperately search for leftover bagels from a meeting you weren't even invited to. All right, let's move on to our next 2 inductees. These are all about how technology makes sure that work is never, ever truly gone. This is where that digital leash gets a firm, solid yank. Making a very strong showing at number 3 is the calendar creep. You promised yourself you wouldn't do it. You told your family you'd be present. But curiosity, it gets the best of you. You just take a quick peek at your work phone. And there it is. Bam. No context, no agenda, just a vague, ominous meeting invite casting a digital shadow over your whole Sunday night, courtesy of Brad. It's always a Brad, isn't it? This is pure corporate psychological warfare, a meeting that will definitely ruin your morning coffee and absolutely 100% could have just been a 1-sentence email. Our runner-up, sliding into the number 2 spot, is one we all know intimately. We're talking about the Pavlovian pings. These sounds, they trigger an immediate spike in your cortisol levels that could probably power a small city. I don't care if it's an automated alert or someone just looping you in for visibility. Each one of those dings and bloops is the funeral bell for your relaxation. It's the sound of that digital leash reminding you exactly who's in charge. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the number 1 spot, the undisputed champion of dread, the feeling that wraps all the others into one soul-crushing package, the ultimate Sunday Scary. And the winner by a total landslide is the inevitability reset. See, this isn't just a single moment or a notification. It's a whole state of being. This is it, right here. It's that moment, usually when you're lying in bed, trying to get to sleep, when you realize the whole cycle is just starting over again. It's the existential weight of knowing that your little 48-hour reprieve is over and that tomorrow you have to perform. And what does that performance look like? Oh, you know exactly what it looks like. You have to be on. You have to switch on that professional voice, use corporate buzzwords like you mean them, and set your alarm for some ungodly hour, all while pretending that talking about synergy before you've had coffee is totally normal. This is the one scary you just can't escape. So there you have it. our inaugural Hall of Fame class. And look, while there might not be a foolproof survival guide, it helps to remember that while the misery is very, very real, at least it's a shared misery. Sometimes just being able to name the feeling is step one.
So, if you're sitting there nodding along, maybe feeling all five of these things right this very second, well, congratulations. You're a professional. The weekend might be over, but just take a breath. We're going to get through Monday together. And make sure to join us next week when we start translating corporate speak. We're going to find out what "let's take this offline" actually means. Spoiler alert, it means I am so tired of talking to you. Until then, stay cynical.